introduction, and for me it's a real privilege to have this chance to stand up here and present the award to our honoree. Now, us chaplains, to be very honest, have very few opportunities to introduce movie stars. Now, the truth is that I was kind of starstruck at the notion that I would be standing up here introducing our awardee. I have a very good friend named Jeffrey Middens who teaches film, Latin American film, at American University. So I called up Jeffrey and I said, what should I say? Because he teaches in the classroom what this gentleman does. He shows these films in the classroom and then talks about it. This is what he said. And you notice we're all putting on our glasses. He said about Gael, he has chosen a different path, is a particular kind of actor. He chooses ambitious roles in intriguing movies. He has become a thinking man's movie star. Then he goes on to say, and a thinking woman's movie star. And he goes on to say, he tells me, he goes on to say that when Gael comes on the screen, the heart rate of the women in the class elevates a little bit, increases a little bit. This gentleman has taken risks as an actor and as an activist. At an Academy Award presentation a few years ago for the film Frida, he goes, as I think is probably typical of him, off script, and which is risky when you're at the Oscar, the Academy Awards. And he says the following, which I think he quoted Frida, and he says, "I don't paint my dreams, I paint my reality. Perhaps because she was alone, or because it was a theme she knew best, the necessity for peace in the world is not a dream. It is a reality, and we are not alone. If Frida were alive," and then he goes on to say, she would have been against the war. He is an accomplished actor, but more than that. He's an inspired producer, but more than that. He is an innovative director, but more than that. He knows that it isn't fame that measures our stature. He knows that the more we love, the bigger we are. Compassion and justice are companions, not choices. He knows that it is hope that helps us keep the faith, despite the evidence, knowing that only in so doing will the evidence have any chance of changing. His life and his career is a testament to the belief that we don't have to be successful. I mean this very sincerely. We don't have to be successful, only valuable. Now, I hesitate to say this because I know you've all shelled out money, but we don't have to make money. Well, we do have to make money to donate to WOLA, but we don't have to make money, only a difference, make a difference, particularly in the lives that societies and systems count least and put last. That's why he's chosen to underscore the plight of migrants as they take this perilous journey across Mexico. So he's put his fame on the line, recognizing that being in the public eye gives him a privileged platform. And he is, I think we can all say, an actor with a purpose. And most recently, that purpose is to elevate the plight of the invisible ones. His documentaries, The Invisibles, compellingly reveal the untold stories behind one of the most dangerous journeys in the world. For a society with ears, but which is deaf to the cries of the Invisibles, he has helped Mexico and the world put on fresh ears to hear those cries. For a society with eyes, but is blind to the suffering of the Invisibles, he has helped Mexico and the world open their eyes to see the travail of the migrants. WOLA, as you all know, has been faithful over the years and steadfastly continues to have eyes that see and ears that hear the Invisibles, those that governments count least and put last. Because of WOLA's work with partners in Mexico, to expose the abuses faced by migrants and to protect migrant rights, WOLA is honored to present our 2011 Human Rights Award to Gael García Bernal for his prophetic work of solidarity and love.
Thank you. Thank you for those incredibly kind words. I'm going to take them in my memory and I'm going to tell my wife about this. Wow, man, you'll be surprised, but I was more nervous to be here, to receive this award, to be amongst you all, than that moment that you recalled in the Oscars. And I was nervous. I am still, because this is completely unexpected. This is an award that means a lot to me, and we all do that all the time. We reinvent ourselves, giving importance to things that might mean something else for other people, but for us they mean something special, and we treasure them. And well, I think about my kids with this award, but I'm gonna go on. If not, when we did this films, little did we know about the plight and the ordeal that the migrants from Central America and from other parts of Latin America suffered whilst going through Mexico to the United States. We knew that this is perhaps one of the most eternal narratives that exist. A person going from one place to the other, trying to find a better place, trying to make it better, not only for them, but for their kids who are left behind. And this is the reality of every single person that does this journey. I didn't find a single person guilty, a single person that had a fault in their doing, a person that meant something other than goodwill. Every single person that I met in this journey, I hope that they arrived and that their kids are okay. And I thank Amnesty for inviting me to do this project and for inviting me into giving me this difficult question of trying to put this journey into a film, which is a narrative, which has its grammar, and we have to find ways of telling these stories. And the same way that films have a grammar, journalism has it, and storytelling has it, whatever way we express it. And this is our challenge now. Migration is perhaps one of the hubs, one of the themes that we need to sophisticate, to build a new grammar for it, to express it and to build new narratives. It is there for our taking. We can do incredible, amazing stories about it. I know a friend of mine who is here with me tonight, who's going to do a film about migration. And he's not only my friend, he's my brother. And there's another brother here, which that I grew up with, Julian and Diego. I'm so happy to be here with you. I mean, come on, we never expected to be here ever. You know, in this building. I mean, it's like, I mean, we're in La Oea. I want to thank also and show a gesture to a person that threw me to storytelling. Two people that just threw me out there to telling a story, and they clapped every time that I was trying to achieve an interpretation of either a song or an improvisation or anything, any game. And those are my mother, Patricia, is here. And my father, Sergio, as well. Which, by the way, they are coincidentally here because they are doing a documentary on Diana Kennedy. So it was a beautiful coincidence. Yeah. I also want to thank and show my love and regards to Ambulante, to Elena, to Carolina, to Cuauhtémoc, to all you guys, because I adore you, and we share perhaps one of the most we share the best festival in the universe. I mean, maybe in other galaxies, but not in this one. And thank you for all your hard work that you've been doing. And WOLA, it is an organization that it has in its name, it has my home, because I consider Latin America my home. I traveled not all around Latin America. Still, I have a lot to go. But I had the opportunity of doing one of the most amazing journeys that anyone can do, which is the Motorcycle Diaries. And it's yes. Every generation here wishes that, or maybe has done this journey, and if not so, let's do it. Because Alberto Granado was right. When we were going, Alberto Granado was a friend of Ernesto Che Guevara in this motorcycle. And when we were going down the steps of Cannes, after showing this film, he said, I don't want to wake up from this dream. I don't want to wake up and see myself 50 years before selling condoms in a pharmacy. Because that was his job before doing this journey. There's three thoughts that I have that maybe fall into one. The borders are not where we think they are. They are in our fears, they are in our darkest thoughts, and they represent our insecurities and our ignorance. We are meant to cohabit ever since a precognitive self. Before we were born, before we knew we existed, before we knew we were ourselves, we were meant to cohabit and to share the space. Because we are all in this world. And we are all meant to be here. And we don't build walls. Those walls that are there, you know, on the border specifically between Mexico and the United States, I mean, they're just, you know, soft core investments. They will come down one day. They will, absolutely. It's not a wall, it's a resistance. We're not building, we're resisting. And I want to share with you my emotion and all these perhaps abstract thoughts sometimes. Because if you all, which most of you have gone there, but if you go to the border, you realize that the problem is quite ridiculous. That the answer is in its complexity, in its ambiguity, in its sharing, and that, and also you find hope there. You find the best of humanity as well. All the people that are expelled, that are deported, that have families here in the United States, that are waiting for them to come back, they're thinking either of coming here or getting their families to go with them somewhere else. It is about that. It is about social justice. It isn't about nationalities. It isn't about an economic model. It is about social justice. I want to thank you all for this award. And let's have a wine. Thank you so much. Thank you.